I don't know about you, but when I hear other Christians say that they've had special insights from God, it causes me always to be a little bit nervous and also a little bit skeptical. And I think that's right. We need to be careful when people come out with big grand statements like that they particularly have been shown something that no one else has received before. We've had that in history. People like Muhammad came along and he claimed that he had this remarkable, special new insight. And of course it was him declaring that there was a new faith and a new religion, and guess what? He was to be the founder and everyone was to follow him. You got people like Joseph Smith. They grab hold of the Bible and they say, well, God's spoken to me in a new way, in a fresh way, that he's never spoken to anyone else before him. And of course he founds Mormonism, and it's all about people following his ways. Well, we need to be careful because people in churches can use language like that as well. And yet when we come to our verse today, which is Ephesians 3 and verse 5, it seems as though Paul is talking a little bit like this, the Apostle Paul. He's talking, of course, about this incredible mystery secret, how the Jews, Gentiles have become one in Christ. And he goes on and he says in verse 5, which was not made known to people in other generations, as it has now been revealed by the Spirit to God's holy prophets and apostles. Is this Paul saying, hey, look, listen, I've had a special revelation from God that nobody else has had, so you need to sit up and listen to me? No, not at all. Paul is not sharing some great, big, brand new truth here. It was always God's intention that the whole world, all nations, were to be blessed. You have that in Genesis 12, that promise to Abraham, that not only was Abraham going to become a great nation, but they were going to be a blessing to all nations. In Isaiah chapter 52, we read there a couple of times how the whole earth will see the salvation of the Lord. So what's Paul doing here? Well, Paul is beginning to explain not a new truth, but how this truth has come about. The Jews and the Gentiles becoming one. So that's what we're to hear about in the next few verses.